Well, picture those beautiful autumn leaves that you see in our background here, the reds, the oranges, and the yellows. And now imagine if you weren't able to see them.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sad, and it's the reality for individuals with diabetic retinopathy. It's a complication of diabetes that affects the eyes and can lead to vision loss. Dr. Amal Kulkarni with SSM Health joins us now to talk about the condition and how to treat it. Thanks for being on with us today.
Welcome, Doctor. Good to see you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on Channel 3 and to raise awareness about diabetes and diabetic retinopathy.
Yeah, it is Diabetes Awareness Month, and all sorts of complications can come. So how does diabetes affect your eyes and your vision?
So I have the model of the eye here, and what diabetes does is it affects these small blood vessels in the retina, which is the light sensing layer in the back of the eye. The central portion is called as the macula. And diabetes causes, from the high blood sugars, damage to these blood vessels. And then these blood vessels start leaking out fluid, and that causes swelling in the retina. We call that as a diabetic macular edema. And because of that, what you notice is like distortion in vision, blurriness in vision. You'll have difficulty reading. Your color perception might get affected. If this is not treated, these blood vessels get further clogged, and the circulation becomes poor in the back of the eye. And then abnormal blood vessels start developing. And these blood vessels bleed, and then you will notice like floaters, like blobs in your vision. Or if that is left unchecked too, then scar tissue can form, pulling on the retina, causing even a detached retina, and then you would notice like a curtain or a shadow and a loss of vision.
If you have blurred vision or you see those floaters, how do you know when it's time to see the doctor?
I think anytime you have any new onset floaters, lights flashing, loss of vision, distortion in vision, you should contact your eye doctor immediately and schedule an eye exam.
Could that be an indication that you may have diabetes and not know it, or are they not necessarily connected?
I think that's a very good point. What happens is when somebody has diabetes for a prolonged time, that's when they develop changes from diabetic retinopathy. And in its early stages, it does not cause any symptoms. And so anytime when you notice these symptoms, it's important to contact, especially when there is poor control of blood sugar for a long time. Also high blood pressure, cholesterol, that all contributes to all of this. These are the risk factors that causes these complications of diabetic retinopathy.
And I interviewed one of your patients, I believe, for a story coming up next week. He had a treatment done. What is the treatment? It's very fascinating.
So we are now very effectively able to treat various complications from diabetes. And it starts with having a dilated fundus exam, which means when you come to your eye doctor, they give you eye drops which will dilate the pupil, and then we can examine carefully the back of the eye and see if there is any swelling, bleeding, changes from diabetes. In addition to that, as eye doctors and as a retina specialist, we do some cross-section scans of the retina. So that helps us detect the swelling in the retina, the diabetic macular edema. We take photos of the retina and also do a test called fluorescein angiogram, where we inject a vegetable dye through your vein, and then we study how the blood vessels are. And then based on all this testing, there are various treatment options. One of them being doing injections in the eyes. It sounds really awful to get a shot in the eye, but we do lots of numbing. It's very quick. Takes me just few seconds. And we inject this medication in the middle cavity here, the vitreous cavity, and that reduces the swelling and helps improve the vision. Also, when the blood flow is affected, there is a laser treatment that we do as well. And so that's one of the treatment options as well. Of course, if it gets to that advanced stage where there's bleeding in the back of the eye or a detached retina from scar tissue, then as a retina surgeon, I get involved where we have to do a surgery called vitrectomy, where we remove all the blood, remove the scar tissue, get the retina reattached. But of course, we don't want to get to that stage.
No. Well, thank you for sharing all this, and hopefully it helps people listen to their bodies on this Diabetes Awareness Month. Dr. Kulkarni, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. And early detection is the key. And at SSM Health, together we care. So keep your blood sugars under control and stay on track. T stands for taking your medications as prescribed by your doctor. R is to reach a healthy weight and maintain it. And is to sort of add physical activity to your day-to-day activities, and C is to control your ABCs, your A1C, your blood sugars, your cholesterol, and K is kick that smoking habit if you're a smoker.
Great advice.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Dr. Kulkarni. Good to see you.
Thank you.